Hi, folks. We're almost down to the wire now with the emergency prep class. And by the time you get this, it may only be 24 to 36 hours away. But I'm really excited about this class for so many reasons. And I've been holding back on a lot of it for a very, very long time because given grandfather's prophecies and that of the lineage, it wasn't time yet. And now is the time. And it's exciting to me in a rather bizarre sort of a way because the subject matter is a little bit distasteful. Let's face it, it's emergency preparation. And what's going to happen here in the next several months, or if we have it, the next couple of years, it's going to get uglier, let's put it that way. But if you haven't read it, go to our webpage and read the online write-up for this class. And I'll tell you, with all the things that I've added to it, it literally blows that rewrite away. And we're going to be joined throughout the week by a number of instructors, elders, keepers of the wisdom, and various experts in different fields. And to give you their insights and their opinion, just to give you some of the list, Frank and Karen are going to be joining us. And Frank is going to be talking about the preparation of meats and fish, poultry, in other words, the drying, the storage, the pemmican, in case that you have to make that headline to escape, and how you can preserve, because store-bought food is going to be, first of all, hard to come by, and secondly, you're not going to know whether it's tainted or not. And then Karen is going to do the same with wild edible medicinal plants and how to store them, how to prep them, and all the other things. Of course, Harley and Ben are going to be aboard for the Scout martial arts training, a real strong introduction and expansion. It'll be applicable to not only you veterans who have been through the Scout class, but also people who've never had it before. We simply call it Scout martial arts, but basically what it is Wolverine fighting. And then we have a very close friend of mine, Chris, who is a sergeant with the New Jersey State Police. He's going to come in here and join me actually in the studio to talk about a point of view of police and what is going to happen. And his insights are going to be pretty stunning. And then we have a friend of ours, Kenny, who is our company mechanic, so to speak. And he's going to talk about vehicles. You remember the scouts learn the tools of their enemy so that by doing so, they can either use those tools against their enemy or make them not work. For instance, you can't find a Navy SEAL that can't pick up a weapon from a foreign country in a battle and not know how it works. And of course, use it against the enemy. Anyway, Norwell, who has worked for years on go bags and what to pack in cars and backpacks and whatever else, he's going to be here. Matt and Carmen from St. Croix are going to talk to us about how to prepare children for the collapse, and also what they're doing on that island to prepare for the collapse. After all, that island is just nothing more than a big boat, so to speak. And they'd be out of food soon if anything happened to the shipping lanes. My brother, of course, is going to be on to talk about diseases in nature, and actually third world diseases, because depending on where you're going to make your escape, you're going to encounter not only diseases in the United States, but it could be diseases into South and Central America. And you're going to encounter things there that normally you would not encounter in our society today in the United States. Dave is going to be on to discuss firearms, and along with Sean, who also is going to join him and talk about firearms and choices. My Shadow Scout and several of the Shadow Scouts are going to join us to give their point of view on emergency prep. And that's going to be a delight because these folks have worked on being shadows for some of them for decades. And all they do is, outside of what they do for a living, they eat, drink, and sleep what it means to be an ancient scout. And their feedback is going to be intense. Seth is going to join us, who is a business consultant manager for the Tracker School. We are working together to build a community in Central America. And right now it's in its infancy, but it's going to mushroom really quickly. Elder Randy, who is also a dog knife protector of the ceremony, is going to come on and talk about healing the earth. Why? Simply that statement. And the animals of the earth will lead you. Simply, it's not just the children of the earth that they will lead, but only those who have given back to the earth. And of course, Malcolm is going to join us with the psychological effects on you, your family, your children, and loved ones when we hit the collapse. And of course, yours truly, I've got a lot to get across to you that is so pressing, and that clock is ticking. So this is going to be one of the big ones. As far as I'm concerned, I started writing this class not months ago, but years ago. And I really consider it to be one of the masterpieces of the Tracker School. This is going to be epic. And by the time we're done, you're going to feel so much safer, so much more confident and self-assured, and you're going to find hope in a new tomorrow. Blessings, gang. I hope to see you at the class.